Hi guys, it's June here. Welcome back to my channel, and wherever you are around the world, I hope you guys are staying safe and feeling fabulous. I'm super excited because today we will be announcing the winner for 𝘲𝘲𝘪𝘻𝓲𝓷𝓰 the cement truck giveaway. So let's get rolling. First of all, thank you everybody who took part in the giveaway. I really appreciate the new subscribers as well, and for those of you who have stood by me all this while, thank you so much. And so let's pick the winner. As you guys know, I use a random comment picker available online, so here we go. Congratulations to 𝘮𝘰𝘮𝘬𝘮 or 𝘬𝘰𝘮𝘬𝘬. I'm not sure what is the correct way to pronounce your surname, so if I got it wrong, please forgive me. Do get in touch with me. I'll put my email in the description box. Send me your mailing address and I will get a copy of this book out to you as soon as possible. Now, for the rest of you, thank you so much again for taking part. And if you did not win anything, do not be disappointed, because as I promised, there will also be another giveaway coming up soon. I'll be giving away 𝘮𝘮𝑚𝑜𝑛𝑒𝑠ky by 𝘱𝘯𝘪𝑚. I will be talking about this in an upcoming episode, so please make sure you stay subscribed, stay tuned, because you do not want to miss this giveaway. It's a good one. So while this is supposed to be a winner announcement video, so it should be really short, while I'm here, I just also wanted to talk to you about what I have been reading, and I thought I've actually been decluttering, so and I thought, oh, how appropriate, I'll just talk about this while I'm filming this video. And I know that I mentioned that this is one of the books that I wanted to complete for 2021, and this is The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying by Marie Kondo. I've already started reading this and trying to put what I have read into practice. Now, it's not all that easy, you guys know. I mean, decluttering, it is going to take time, but I'm determined to get it done, and I'll share a little bit about that journey with you. One of the advice that I have followed, I mean, from what I've read so far, I totally understand her arguments for doing things in a certain order. So I have started off with clothes. Now, the one thing I couldn't do was to try to declutter one category at a time, as in like one of the category all at one go, if that makes sense. So if you're going to clear your clothes today, do all of it at one go, like not over a couple of days. I actually could not manage to finish everything in one day, so I have actually done it over a couple of days. But I've been pretty good about it in that sense that in between I did not buy anything new. So yeah, the first step is, you know, discarding. That's it's not easy, especially with clothes. And if you are like me, you know, you like to do your shopping, get new stuff. So yeah, that's where I'm at the moment. So while I am reading this, and you know, it's quite a thick book here, and if you guys want to dive straight into the whole KonMari decluttering process, but you don't want to read the whole book, you know what, take heart. There is this, The Life-Changing Manga of Tidying Up, a magical story. And this is, of course, a graphic novel, and it is based on what KonMari is preaching, which is, you know, decluttering and all that. Initially, I had thought that this manga was actually a graphic version of this silly graphic novel, right? What was I thinking? But anyway, it turned out that the graphic novel is really a story on its own, okay? So it is based on a fictionalized character. Her name is Chiaki. She's a young lady living in Tokyo, and she is living in a tiny apartment, and it is cluttered with a lot of stuff. And of course, it's affecting her work, her lifestyle, you know, and all that. So if you guys get a chance, if you check on YouTube, there are videos of, you know, cleaning up hoarders' homes, the Japanese version. And it's very interesting because you know, a lot of the Japanese apartments, they're very cute, they're very compact, but they're also very, very practical in their design. And I love looking at all the minimalist design. It's really so pretty. Those videos are really very inspiring, and you know, it really motivates you to clean up. So anyway, in this graphic novel, okay, so it's based, it's about a young woman, a young lady in Tokyo, and she's living in a very cluttered apartment, and things got so out of hand, and it was affecting her neighbor, who kind of like, you know, mentioned it to her. And of course the neighbor is like a super cute dude, okay? And yeah, so she starts to, she realizes that, you know, her house is an absolute mess. It's starting to smell. Oh my goodness, I cannot imagine. So she engages Marie Kondo to help her. So if you are not interested in going, you know, into reading this in a very, because this is clearly non-fiction, full of instructions and stories about how Marie Kondo herself came about this method, and, you know, stories about her clients. Okay, this is a sort of a very enjoyable, light-hearted version, but you won't miss out on all the instructions on how to clean up and so on and so forth. If you check out the pages here that I put up, it does show you how you should fold your clothes, which is, of course, you know, everyone knows about that 3-fold thing, and, you know, keeping your clothes upright, and I actually managed to do it, so I'm quite happy. Yeah, so if you don't want to read the book, you know, as in this, because it's too wordy for you, it's not your thing, no problem. Do pick up the this graphic novel, this manga version, so you can read a little bit of the story. You know, it's entertainment, very light-hearted, but at the same time, you know, you still learn about the philosophy of, you know, decluttering, and, you know, discarding things that you no longer need, and, you know, just learning how to part with things. I think the two key problems when it comes to decluttering, and it really is, number one, you know, not being able to part with things, and then the second is, of course, not being able to find a proper place for the things that you do have. So it's always a combination of these two. Yeah, so that's what I wanted to mention, because I've been enjoying it so much, reading this book, and I'm really inspired to clean. So I have started with my clothes, as I told you, and I'm giving myself up to a year to do this, okay? As in a year to get the whole house, okay? The whole apartment decluttered, okay? So as minimalist as possible. I don't think I can be like super, you know, really down to the bare basics. I don't think I can do that, because, you know, I would still want to keep a lot of my books. I think that's something I've come to terms with. Clothes, I am able to part with, and of course I think there are a lot of knickknacks I think there are a lot of knickknacks lying around the house that I can remove. And of course, you know, there are some things that have sentimental value, but I've overcome that a little bit now, so I am able to part with things that I have initially found it hard to give up. So yeah, so more on that as I progress on my decluttering journey, but I just wanted to put that out there because it is March, and as we approach the end of the first quarter, some of you guys may be, you know, setting up your new goals, and it may include decluttering as well. I would recommend that you also try to catch the Marie Kondo series on Netflix. That will show you some real life example of how things get done. But of course it gets a little bit repetitive after a while, because, you know, it's the same thing that she goes through with each family. But still very inspiring, and I think most of us, honestly, hand to heart, you know it, you have more stuff than you need. So start decluttering. I think that would be really important, because I do feel that by decluttering it helps me to be in a better headspace, and I'll be probably and hopefully be able to accomplish more. But I'll let you know how I get on as I progress on this decluttering journey of mine. Okay, so the two books that I mentioned and I thought, you know, you might want to check it out is, of course, The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying by Marie Kondo. This is my copy, and if you don't want to read something too wordy, you can consider the graphic novel as well. Okay guys, that's it for this episode. I have to get back to decluttering. Until I see you again, remember to be kind and be brave. Bye!